coming up on this edition of Southwest TV News. The summer of 2018 has been another busy season at Saskatchewan's provincial parks. And now as we approach September, there's still an abundance of adventures to explore at its 35 locations across the province. Hot and dry conditions throughout the summer season have kept mosquito numbers low this year. However, in recent days, Culex tarsalis mosquitoes have been confirmed in water pools in southern and central locations of the province. With another school season on the horizon, students will be getting back to their regular routines in the classroom, and motorists are reminded to slow down in school zones. Thanks for joining us here today. Positive mosquito pools for the West Nile virus have been discovered in southern Saskatchewan, and you're reminded to take precautions when outdoors. Hot and dry conditions throughout the summer season have kept mosquito numbers low this year. However, in recent days, Culex tarsalis mosquitoes have been confirmed in water pools in southern and central locations of the province. And although no cases of the West Nile virus have been reported, mild symptoms from Culex tarsalis mosquito bites can include headaches, fever, and body aches, to the rare West Nile virus neuroinvasive disease, which can lead to inflammation of the brain. Therefore, you're advised to take precautions when spending any time outdoors, especially at dusk or dawn.
Because anywhere that mosquitoes breed, stagnant water and bushes, you're likely going to get higher numbers and certainly a lot more bites that way. So protecting yourself with the DEET products and also the type of clothing, especially in the evenings, is key.
And you can continue to enjoy your backyard in the coming weeks mosquito-free by cutting the lawn and keeping hedges trimmed, removing any standing water from pails or other containers, and ensuring the doors and windows of your home are secure and free of any holes or tears. West Nile virus season is prominent throughout the end of August. As the Labor Day weekend approaches, outdoor enthusiasts are reminded that camping opportunities will continue through the fall. The summer of 2018 has been another busy season at Saskatchewan's provincial parks. And now as we approach September, there's still an abundance of adventures to explore at its 35 locations across the province. And following several weeks of hot and dry conditions, park officials are reminding you to play it safe while out at the park.
Yeah, we just want people to be aware that particularly in the Southwest, we do have some fire restrictions in place, and so they can go on our website at sasparks.com and check out that listing, and there'll also be some guidance available there about what type of gas heating devices and stuff are allowed in our parks that have fire restrictions in place.
And for any outdoor enthusiasts planning a vacation after Labor Day, Saskatchewan's provincial parks will be open and ready to offer you a unique experience.
In that it can be peaceful, there are vibrant colors throughout the parks, it's a more relaxed setting, and actually in many locations the fishing is better this time of year. So we really encourage people to consider fall camping. A little different experience. The park isn't as busy. There's sort of that nice, cool, crisp air. The colors have changed. It's just a really great time to be out in nature.
More information on Saskatchewan's provincial parks and campsite reservations are all available online.
Hi, I'm Lawrence Reimer, and I'm the owner of Sask Valley Dental. I love being a dentist, and I love doing all the dental procedures. And what I was finding is that there were so many distractions taking me away from actual dentistry that I was really beginning to hate coming to work. There comes a point in your career where the business demands more of you than the dentistry does. And that is where you run into a problem, because now you're not a dentist, now you're a business owner. I can remember it plain as day. It was, both my parents had just died. So my mom had just passed away, and I was driving home from the lake Sunday afternoon, and I was coming up to the number 4 highway from Lake Pelche, and it just dawned on me, I hate my life sort of the way it is right now. I hate it. And I said, I got to do something. I got to get out of this rut, because there's still got a few years left in me. I didn't like the way my business is being run. I didn't like a lot of stuff that I was doing. And the next day I made some calls and eventually got hooked up with Carl. And I decided, you know, some people spend money on cars or stuff. I was going to spend my money on advice and management and somebody to guide me into a new phase of my life. So my first plan with BBNR was how to get out of the situation that I was before. I didn't necessarily want to be in a partnership anymore, and that's not saying anything against my partner. I just think that we were both in a situation where partnership wasn't working for us anymore. So the first strategy was to come out of that in a healthy way for me and for my former partner. Because that was about a 1.5-year process, then you plan your new strategy is in terms of what's your ideal, perfect workplace, and then you strive for that. So everybody's situation might be different, but I'll say along the journey, there's a bunch of little things that you're working on. Like, for example, with me, it wasn't just a building, it was more a building with happy staff and happy patients. What I'm quite proud of is, besides the building being new, we have a lot more space. So we have 12 operatories. We have 4 hygienists and 2 receptionists. I feel that I've grown through this. I feel like I'm a totally more self-confident, stronger, and better manager than I was 3 years ago.
With another school season on the horizon, motorists are being reminded to look out for pedestrians and slow down in school zones. With another school season on the horizon, students will be getting back to their regular routines in the classroom. And motorists are reminded to slow down in school zones and stay focused on the road.
We will be out there enforcing and making sure that people are slowing down to 40 when they're going through school zones, that they're paying attention to any of the younger ones that are crossing the streets in the crosswalks, and those that aren't in the crosswalks. You have to be prepared for that, especially some of the younger kids that are new to school, the excitement. They're not paying attention necessarily when they're crossing the street. They're focused on getting to school and seeing friends maybe that they haven't seen for the entire summer. So yeah, please pay attention and look out for the little ones when you're in the school zone areas.
And if you disobey the posted speed limit when driving through a school zone, be prepared to pay a hefty fine.
Starts at $140 plus a surcharge, and then depending on the speed you're going at, it increases per kilometer.
Posted speed limits in school zones are in effect 7 days a week, and you're reminded to slow down for everyone's safety. Well, this brings to a close another episode of Southwest TV News, reporting the stories that matter to you. We always welcome your news tips. You can always reach us here by phone at our studio or by email to contact us at southwesttvnews.com. Also, be sure to join us daily online for the latest news from across Southwest Saskatchewan and so much more at southwesttvnews.com. And be sure to follow us on a range of social media. Thanks for joining us here today. I'm Carol Andrews.